Okay, so welcome back, everybody, to the Washed Athlete Podcast. This is episode 4, and yeah, it's been about a week since we last recorded, so let's just get into it. So what have y'all been up to?
I don't know. I haven't been up to much. Just trying to avoid doing all the schoolwork possible and doing everything possible to stay up late when I don't need to, and yeah, just avoid doing work in general.
That is the most college student answer I think I've ever
Wow.
heard. It's just try to avoid all of that work that just starts piling up. It's like, well, I could just go out. It's fine.
Well, it's like nothing's actively due or like close to being due, so it's just like making sure like you're kind of like studying a little bit over time, which is just like not what I want to do right now. And then like I don't know, not like classes aren't in person, so it just doesn't feel like I'm going to school. Like on Friday, I woke up at like 10:30 and then went to
Whoa.
class. And then afterward, that was yesterday. Then I went and I did an escape room with one of my friends, and then we went out to get all you can eat sushi. So
Oh
like it
my
just felt like the weekend. Like oh yeah, I had to go to OChem and physics in the middle, but like I didn't really care that much. Like, it wasn't that big of a bother because it's not like I need to pay attention. Well, I do need to pay attention, but like I don't know, I didn't really that much.
That
How
is
was
actually, yeah. I was just about to say, Jacob, the all-you-can-eat sushi. That was an experience, I will say. So, for context for our listeners, all of us went to an all-you-can-eat sushi place, and we didn't really know how it worked at first because like the waiter would like come by, and then we would like order something, and then he would just leave for like a half hour, and it was so confusing because I was like, "Is this all you can eat?" Like, I just ordered this, but it's nowhere to be found. Like, that
Yeah,
was probably one of the weirdest parts about that.
it would have been more helpful if they had some kind of like flag you could like raise or whatnot, like when you need to order more, because Jacob had ordered his second round, and then he had gotten his second round before the rest of us had even ordered. So like Jacob was sitting on his food for a while we were just like waiting, and like wasn't the most efficient process. And then we ended up shutting the place down. So
That was hilarious. That we were literally the last ones in there.
yeah. That food was good though. I really enjoyed the sushi. I got my first roll. Raj told me not like, after the fact to not get a fried roll, but it was good. And then there's one roll called like a spider roll that I thought was going to be really good, and then it just turned out to not really be. And then I just got a couple more rolls. It was pretty much a vibe. I enjoyed my time there.
Jacob, do you remember what was in the spider roll? Because you were very like opposed to it, but like it looked fire on paper. I just can't remember what was in it.
None of the stuff like it sounded good on paper. Like there was, there looked like there was lettuce, caviar.
Crab out there.
Man, I can't remember. Like I can't remember specifically like what else was in it. But those two, items I remember being in it. But aside from that, like it wasn't like very bad, but it didn't really make me be like, hey, I want to finish this, as opposed to like the other roles I have on my plate. You know what I'm saying?
No, I catch
Yes.
your I catch your drift. I think the caviar in that is just kind of weird. Like I haven't had sushi before that had caviar inside it, but I think that's where it gets its spider names. Because I think the caviar is spider eggs.
Oh, that's a
That
good
is
point.
not an image I want when I'm eating something.
I just made that connection now, but I'm proud of it.
No, that's a
That
good
was a
point.
good, yeah, that was a pretty good
Yeah.
association.
I
Oh
could have
my
used that.
god.
I could have used this kind of thinking in the escape room because we got bodied by this escape room.
Oh, you did.
Seriously.
Like
No,
I
I love
don't.
escape rooms.
What?
I love escape rooms.
We did one. I want to say over winter break. It was me and some one of my friends, and then some of like her family members, and we absolutely killed it. Like there were two people that just weren't really helpful. But
Yikes.
aside from that, like yeah, they weren't like one of them was like a little kid, and then one was like one of my other friends, and she just like was afraid of everything. So she just like she wasn't helpful, even though she is smart. But we killed it and we got out in time. So yeah, I'd love to do an escape room with you guys.
They're
Jacob.
so fun.
Jacob, I can imagine you're pretty good at escape rooms.
Yeah, for this one in particular, um, it was. A lot of the puzzles that were like we had to do. I guess I mean, a lot of it is just paying attention to detail. And I guess if you just like to do puzzles and stuff like that, you could. I mean, you could be good at it. I mean, you always got to check like every look, like corner and like nook and cranny, all that stuff to make sure you're not like missing out on like something that's significant. But like there were some I like when I did like when I was younger, probably in like middle school, that we like it was extremely difficult. Like we were locked in our cells for one of the like to begin it, and it probably took us like 20 minutes to actually find a way to get out of our cells because one of the bars actually like would spin, and it was like towards the bottom of like our cell. So yeah, I mean, I love escape rooms. I'm all for it.
Andres, how would you evaluate your escape room skills?
Yeah, no, I mean, I just paying attention to small details. I love like problem solving and solving puzzles. I will say I've done 2 escape rooms before. My record is 1-1. So, we got that 0.5 win percentage,
That's not bad. Like I think people think like, oh, if you don't get out, like you like failed, but like those rooms are actually quite difficult sometimes. Like it's not like a bad thing to not get out of the room. Like when I first started doing them, I was like, oh, if we don't get out, like we're an embarrassment. But like if you had honestly like a like a well, that's like a 200 in baseball. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying right now. But like if you had like a 20% rec, yeah, 20%. If you had a 20% winning record, I would consider that pretty decent, especially if you have a small group. 'Cause there's just me and my friends, so it was only 2 people.
Oh yeah, that's definitely solid for sure.
And
Have you guys? Has everyone here done escape room before?
I have not done an escape room.
Really,
Yeah,
Interesting.
they've
Ryan,
always looked really fun, but
they are. They really
They
are.
definitely are.
Like there's different levels of difficulty too. So if we don't want to, like, we want to try one out that's easy, even though that would probably be more boring. We
Start
could
with
do
an
that.
average one.
No, we got to start off
that'd
with
be
the
fun.
hardest one of all time.
Yes.
yes.
That was my only loss.
Got
The hardest one at the one place.
Yeah.
well, the thing is, if you go for the easiest option and you get out quite quickly, then you're just gonna feel like you wasted your money without a challenge. So it's like there's not much of an incentive to choose the easiest option because when you leave you'll be unsatisfied.
Yeah.
Raj, what is your evaluation of your escape room skills?
My escape room skills. I feel like, I'd be decent at helping, but then maybe after 10 minutes I'll get pissed off and just give up. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't really been in one, so like I don't really know how to evaluate my escape room skills.
And Peter, what do you think you would be like in an escape room?
I mean, I feel like that's tough because obviously, like, I haven't been to one, so like I can't really say like what my like pattern recognition skills would be like that. But I think what I could say is like I would try and focus on is like making sure the team is working together because like I feel like in a lot of escape rooms, like what happens is because like obviously I've heard like from like people that went where a lot of the times when you're in kind of like a decently sized group, whatever, if you get just some people like doing completely different things and no one's on like one train of thought of like, okay, we're gonna like try and do this, you guys do this, you guys do this, and everybody's kind of doing their own thing, it like just doesn't work at all. So definitely trying to just like keep the team together, keep them motivated, and try and get out of there. But I guess we'll see.
Bring the orange slices,
Exactly.
No, I think you're 1,000% right with that. Because I mean, if people start getting like annoyed with each other, then it's just you aren't gonna be as productive. And like, it was kind of funny because one of my friend's older sister said that if she was there with like if she was in the escape room with her brother, with her boyfriend, that she would probably break up with him by the end of it just because she'd get so frustrated. But no, I mean, I think if you were like clashing with your your teammates and stuff, I feel like in that and like in other aspects like of just I guess everyday life, you're just not going to be as productive. So, yeah.
No, and it's such a like a niche like little like that never do you have to like escape a really small room that has like really complicated puzzles that make no sense or are not applicable to life. So like, I mean, it's also like on that point with relationships, like there's a whole thing with IKEA, like, oh, if, like newlyweds will get divorced or like have their first fight, like setting up IKEA furniture in their new home because like just building it and assembling it is so frustrating and like you're so easy to butt heads. Cause like me and my girlfriend would totally do that. Like if we were like in an escape room, like I think we'd get out because I think our skill sets would mesh pretty well, but like we would definitely be like low key on like the edge of a fight.
Yeah, I'm screwed.
Oh. Yeah, Raj, let's not do an escape room. Maybe you just sit that one out.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you just
Wait-
troll us
wait in the
with
lobby.
the entire escape room.
That's
I'll just
that's a
watch
really
you guys.
good. Like I never really thought about like how like furniture like setup where it's like, especially IKEA though, because IKEA there's like you have those like tiny like hyper specific parts in it, like that are just like you need. It's like okay, I need this piece, and it's like the wrong piece. It's like no, I need this piece. It's like I gave you that piece. No, it's not. And then just immediately started getting into a fight.
Bigger Legos, essentially.
Bigger Legos, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
my
speaking of
God.
Legos, Raj, Andres, you guys still have to get your selection from the Marvel Legos I got over here.
I don't
All right,
want
maybe.
any.
I will take some minifigures. And also about Legos. Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. I am so excited.
Oh
for
my
that.
God, here we go.
Oh, that it looks so good. When Andre showed me the trailer, oh my, I'm gonna pre-order it when I can. I want it.
Seriously.
Yes.
What
I mean, you
platforms
got
is it coming out on?
I think
Everything.
everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Because like
So
did
what
you
does-
guys my bad, you go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask like what's included with that game? Like what I guess episodes? Would it just be
It's all 9 movies, and then I think they're gonna add in like some DLC of like the Bad Batch and maybe Book of Boba Fett. And the
Would they
Mandalorian.
add in Rogue
100%.
One?
Hey.
Would they add in Rogue One?
Oh my gosh, if they do
Ooh,
Rogue One.
I'm not sure exactly. There's a chance. Definitely, I feel like they gotta have the characters because they're gonna have it's over 900 characters, something like that confirmed. It's insane.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I have to get that game. Of
It's loaded. Like come on, like did we all play Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga when we were younger?
course. No
I
question.
still
Yeah.
have.
I
Yeah,
played
100%.
it, but like it wasn't a staple in my like it wasn't like I actively played it every single day. Like I've played it at other people's houses and stuff. I don't think I ever like owned it, or if I did, I didn't play like a ton.
It's one of the first games like I've ever just like no lifed as a kid. Like I had that in kindergarten on my DS. I was going crazy on that game.
But I agree. I played that game. I couldn't get to 100% on it. But I played Lego Star Wars Complete Saga, Lego Indiana Jones, Lego Batman. I think those were the main 3 ones that I played. Lego Star Wars 3. I played that too, but that was like later on because that came out afterward, like later. But no, over the summer I actually wanted to get 100% on them because I couldn't do it as a kid. Because some of those puzzles are actually just like ridiculous. Like, how can some kids figure this stuff out?
No, it's
Google.
insane. You got to use YouTube.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about escape rooms. Like I'm just so bad at them that like I'm just not good at them. I don't think that way. So like I don't know. Like no Legos. I was playing Lego Avengers, recently. Like I had gotten Steam and like downloaded it on there for fun. And like there's this one level when you're in it's like in the Age of Ultron movie, and I'm just lost. I haven't played it in a while, but like I just don't know what I should be doing at that point. Like I've killed all the bad guys. I just can't like figure out what to move on for, and I feel embarrassed looking it up.
No, you should feel embarrassed looking it up. You should just look it up.
Yeah, we've all done it.
You should embrace
Yeah.
looking it up. You know,
Me and Jacob were
eventually-
looking up. You can go. You
Yeah.
go.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah. I mean, eventually, like when I was a kid, I didn't really use YouTube for that. So eventually, if there was something I was just stuck on, okay, I'd just be stuck on it. But now that we have YouTube, oh come on, now you gotta just go use YouTube to look stuff up.
There's
you know?
no shame in it. No shame.
Yeah, like last semester, me and Jacob would be playing. What was it? It was Star Wars 3, right?
Yeah, it was Lego Star Wars 3.
Yeah, so on my old Xbox, we I never got 100% yet, and Jacob noticed that I had the game, so we loaded it up and we would co-op play, and then we'd get to parts where I'm like, okay, hold up, let me like YouTube this, and that's how we basically got through the entire thing.
The fact
Yeah.
that that's a kid's game that you need to like look up YouTube videos to finish. It's
Well,
so
it's-
funny.
I
Things
mean,
are
it's
hard.
wild.
It
Like,
is wild.
like Pokemon is exactly like that. Like if you're playing the Pokemon games to get
Come
like
on,
some
no,
of the
it's
stuff-
not. Don't even go there.
No, but no, listen to what I'm about to say though. To get like like to complete the Pokédex, some of the stuff that's on there is just absolutely ridiculous. Like knowing to like come back at a certain, like for honey trees, for example, you need to come back at a certain time to the honey tree to like have some certain Pokemon like appear, or you have to like have certain Pokemon in your party to unlock certain other Pokemon to appear. Like stuff like that, you just can't figure out as a kid. You
Well,
just can't.
Jacob, I feel like after a certain point, they're designing the game like for children. They're probably assuming that a kid's attention span will have like depleted by the time they completed the game. They're not going to be like, oh, now I need to 100% all of this and figure out every last little thing. Because they'll probably just move on to like the next Pokemon game. Because then they come out
Yeah.
like every single year.
Yeah.
I would venture to
know.
say that 80% of Pokemon players do not care to complete the Pokédex, and then like the next 10% to get to 90% like don't complete the Pokédex, and then like maybe 10% like try to go out and complete it, but like you can't tell your audience to like 90%. Like you want to beat the champion, and then you want to go back and do it twice.
And that's fair. That's fair. But
But no, it is an interesting part about
Like,
the,
it's
the
an
game
interesting-
sport.
yeah.
Yeah, but
I
yeah,
guess
because it's like
fair.
you're literally looking up answers because you can't get through it, and like as 19-year-old, it's like I should be able to just like breeze through this game and like not struggle, but like nope, you still do.
Yeah.
It does give people a platform though who have like YouTube channels that are really into it, like because you know there's gonna be people as soon as that game drops that run through the levels and then start writing articles and YouTube videos about how to get past certain sections, and they're going to make a ton of money.
No, 100%. Like for COD back in the day when they'd release all the DLCs, like all the zombie strikes, like they'd be live streaming
yeah.
off the bat trying to figure all that out. Like it's wild how fast they solved that. And like when I do them, I obviously you got to follow the YouTube videos. I'm like, how the hell did they figure all this out?
What were your favorite Black or Call of Duty zombies to play?
I gotta
Black
go
Ops
with
2.
Black Ops 2. Yeah. There's
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
I mean,
just
the-
peak.
I mean that's just for nostalgia's sake. But like in terms of like the actual like maps themselves and like the into detail like stories, like BO3 Zombies was insane. Like my two favorite I would say zombies maps were Origins and then Derision Drac and BO3.
I've never
Yeah,
played.
because I think Black Ops 3 I think was like a better made zombies experience. Like there was a lot like more to it, but I think it's just like Black Ops 2 is like that's just the nostalgia factor where like
Yeah.
everybody would just like it's a lot more simple, I feel, where it's like you could basically hand the controller to anybody and it's like yeah, you kind of get the general idea whatever, and then you can just like start playing with them and then they get into it. And like it was a much more like I don't even know how to like what that would be, but it was just like it was easier for people to like pick it up, and so it was easier to bring more friends in and like start playing. So I think it's just like that aspect of it. It wasn't really the game itself; it was like what the game could do to like bring friends together. I think that's really what made it just so much fun.
Yeah, for sure. I started playing Black Ops 2 probably when I was like between the ages of like 9 and 12 or something, and I played a lot. But like the biggest problem was like as I got older, I didn't play as many of the Call of Duty. So like Black Ops 2 is by far my favorite game. It's the most I know about. But like I've barely played Black Ops 3. I didn't play Advanced Warfare because like I wasn't gonna pay I didn't have $60 to spend on a new game, and Black Ops 2 was fun and people were still playing online. So like you just keep running it up with Black Ops 2. So I remember like I was playing Black Ops 2 and I had no idea until I started following like a little bit of competitive Call of Duty that like the game that was currently out was Advanced Warfare. Like it took me a while to realize that like it was like Black Ops 2 wasn't the game that was out at the moment.
I mean, it all went downhill after BO2. Like the peak of COD was definitely MW2 to BO2.
Yeah, because like it started because like when COD 4 came out, so that was the first Modern Warfare. Like that like changed gaming because it was like very World War II shooters, and then that came out. It's like a fun multiplayer, like news story, whatever. And then the Black Ops series came out. But then like between like the start of Modern Warfare and then Black Ops 2, like that was peak Call of Duty right there. And then after that it's fallen from grace to say the least.
I mean, Modern Warfare 2019, it redeemed
Oh,
COD.
right. Yeah.
It did redeem COD a little bit more, but then,
did.
Cold War and Vanguard. COD is like a yearly tax on players. Like, I say I'm not going to buy the COD, and here I am. I've bought the last, like, 4 CODs.
Yeah, Raj, you're totally right because I forgot about Modern Warfare because like it like completely changed from just being Modern Warfare to just being Warzone. So like the game itself, like originally it's like it's Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the 2019 version. That was a great reboot for the series. but then Warzone came and it was amazing at first, and then they just drove this thing into the ground and just kept adding it to the next game, to the next game, to the next game, and they just absolutely scuffed it. Like it is,
Yep.
it's borderline unplayable at this point. So like that's why I totally forgot that game even existed, because Warzone is just a mess right now.
Yeah, I love getting spawn killed.
Yeah. They tried copying the battle royale formula, and it just
It worked at first
It did,
because like
yeah,
they were
it did.
creative with it, like whatever, but then they just kept doing the same thing. They tried to add like weird crap to it. It's like, just you should have just let it go and just made another battle royale. Like, just do that.
So I got a question for you guys.
Shoot.
Yep.
So you can't use any of like the special guns or anything, or the ray gun. But you're in Black Ops 2 zombies. What are the two guns that you're going to use? You can pack a punch, but like none of like the wonder weapons or anything like that.
no wonder. Damn. Okay.
It's gonna take me. I need to remember what I would use.
Yeah. What guns?
I
were
would
there?
probably keep starter the 1911 just to get the Mustang and Sally,
Yes.
and then
Splash damage though.
well, just don't be.
It was
stupid.
dangerous.
Yeah.
You need PhD flopper.
Well, just don't be dumb.
Like the first time I pack a punch that gun though, and I realized like it did that much splash damage, I got destroyed. Like
Yeah.
that's dangerous.
Um,
Hard for me
What
to
else?
remember all the guns in zombies.
Oh, actually, in BO2, the what was it? The RPD, that LMG. That was
Oh,
that
yeah,
gun shredded.
The
That was a
RPD was
a
good.
staple. It was.
That
I
was
would always run
filth.
that or the LSAT, some sort of LMG, and then like a special weapon
I was a
Yeah.
KSG guy. I always play with the KSG shotgun.
for zombies.
Ah.
Well, I
never
don't know.
really
I
used
don't. I
shotgun for
can't. I
zombies.
can't remember for zombies. Like that's like such a niche thing.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. For multiplayer,
Oh,
that
yeah.
gun was too OP. It was
It
literally
was the
a sniper.
fifth sniper. Yeah, it was the fifth
Yeah.
one.
And you just put the red dot sight on it and just snipe, like shoot,
Filth.
Oh my
aim
God.
high.
Absolute filth.
Even the iron sights on that gun.
It's filthy. Ah, that game was so much fun.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my favorite COD, 100%. It's one of my favorite games of all time, 100%.
Yeah. I mean,
And
of course. Oh, sorry, go.
Who?
Oh, I was
Well,
saying
there's
Justin.
something.
'cause,
Oh,
yeah.
I was gonna say Raj was bringing up a good point about
Oh.
like how we keep buying CODs because they just like he's like, oh, I'm not gonna buy the new COD, and then you end up buying it because they have like such a foothold over their like fan base that like even if you're gonna play it like 3 times, you just want to experience what the Call of Duty is like. So like, I bought Call of Duty World War II.
Well,
I think it was World War II, or World War or something,
World War
and
II?
like, a few years ago, and it was like cool while I was playing it, but like I only played it for like a couple days in the summer while I had time, and then as soon as I guess that was senior year started, nope, never played it again. But like I felt accomplished because I like knew what was going on in the Call of Duty space at the time.
Honestly,
you paid the tax that year.
I did.
Yeah. No, after BO2, it did go downhill. Like it never lived up to like BO2's level, but there were some solid ones. Like World War II, I will say, like if Fortnite had never come out, like I think it would have been a bigger game. It was solid, like it was a solid COD, I will say, but nowhere near BO2.
Don't you dare get on this Fortnite train again, I swear.
No. I'm saying like the like
I'm
no, because that
playing,
was when
I'm playing.
Fortnite first came
Yeah,
onto the
yeah,
scene.
I'm
like
playing.
everyone was playing that. Like
Yeah,
no
yeah,
question.
yeah.
You can't deny that.
No,
Everyone was
no,
playing
everybody
I'm
was
that.
messing with you, yeah. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the reason why I got my Xbox One is because everybody's playing Fortnite, and I still have the
Oh
360,
my
and I couldn't
God.
play it.
Oh wow! So you had your 360 up to like sophomore year?
I guess so, yeah. Because I had NCAA 14 on it, and I loved that game. But then Fortnite was the thing, and then the other games were coming out, and the Xbox, like the 360 was getting like kind of, I don't know if
I mean-
obsolete's the best. I mean, maybe.
I mean, they stopped. Like,
It was out of
production.
date.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
Yeah, it
stopped
was just
games
it was
for it, yeah.
crazy out of date. So I was just like, all right, I'm gonna have to get this new one. And Fortnite is just like, the thing right now.
Yeah.
So I mean I got that. But if you guys could play one game for the rest of your lives, like you could only play that one game, which game would it be?
Okay, wait. Before any of us answer, are we talking like like in its prime or like just the game right now for the rest of our life?
Prime. And then I guess do both.
We're talking about any game.
Any like video game.
Okay, I'll be the first one if no one else is. People are still thinking.
Yeah, shoot.
Go for
All
it.
right. Has anyone ever played Castle Crashers?
I haven't played it, but I've heard it's really fun.
That was like,
It's a
was
r-
that one of the Xbox games, right?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it was. It was an Xbox game, and me and my brother used to grind so hard on that. And then like my friend would come over, and we'd just be in the basement like tearing through Castle Crasher levels. And I think just like the fun I had at the time playing it bumps it up into that spot. But that's also when like I played the most amount of video games. Like I haven't touched a video game and like really like gone in depth on it in like 4 or 5 years. So I would say like Castle Crashers, Black Ops 2, and Fortnite are close just because the hype when Fortnite came out was different.
It was different.
It was different, and there's no other way to
doubt.
spin it.
No
Yeah.
question.
And then when everyone
Um,
would put on their stories getting a win.
Yeah, those days.
God, that's so
Getting
Prime
a
Fortnite.
win used to be a big deal. It was like if you got a win,
was.
you were like, "Oh my god, you got a win in Fortnite."
Yeah.
Like people didn't used to know how to build. Like you would just like stand out in the open and like, get shot.
Ah, the good days. Before all
Um,
the sweat.
Yeah, I think for me, because I'm an absolute Halo shill, I will say that probably my prime game that if I could just play it forever would be Halo Reach. Because that was the first shooter I ever got. And like at its peak, that was so much fun because there was just so much going on with that game. Because like the multiplayer was really fun. There was Forge custom games, like you could do your own thing, like make games with friends and then like play them and stuff. Like that was so much fun. Campaign was amazing. Won't go on that rant. But right now, if I could just play one game that's just like currently out, I mean, I okay. You're gonna judge me for this, but I'm gonna say Uno because Uno on the Xbox, like that unlocks a different
What?
that game unlocks a different kind of rage within people. It is so entertaining. Like you
Peter,
could
out of
legit
all
play that.
things,
I know what you're saying. I know, but it is so entertaining because it's so simple. But hearing people just like scream into their mics and like throw controllers over a card game made for kids on the Xbox is so funny. And like I could literally play that for hours with my friends.
I can vouch. No, like those board games and all that for Xbox, like they go crazy. Like I played that Monopoly, Uno, and Risk. Those on Xbox are like you said, they unlock a whole nother level of rage. They are so fun though.
So much fun.
I like when like
man.
Monopoly goes like 3D. Like when you play it on the Xbox and it like goes 3D and like you can like stand next to your property, and if you stand next to the Browns, it looks like a little shack. But if you go over to like the Greens and then you stand next to them, they're like really nice mansions and stuff. Like it just you feel more rich playing it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
those are
my
mine.
God. Oh, I'm
For
still
me,
thinking.
I think in its prime, it's a close one, but I think I'm gonna go with Modern Warfare 2019 with the Warzone with it counts, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would be like
yes.
the time frame of when Warzone came out with Modern Warfare.
Yeah, so I would definitely go with that. Because like honestly, during quarantine, playing Warzone was like the only like eventful thing to happen to me probably most days. So like I'd be doing that, I'd be running multiplayer, and my God, was I getting toxic on S&D lobbies. Like that was just a lot of fun. And game in its prime right now, honest or like just any game in general right now, I'm probably gonna have to go with Halo Infinite. Like I'm having a lot of fun playing it whenever I get
Let's
time.
go.
Yeah, I know you're gonna like that.
Yes.
Halo Infinite, it's been fun. Like I just been going. I mean, like the campaign. Like I also have that. Okay, let me try to 100% this, but like then I got tired of it. But the multiplayer is fun too, and like I really like the game. It's well built for now. I mean, I hope they add some DLCs and other things to the game.
Yeah.
Word.
For me, right now, or all time, I got to go NCAA 14. That game, like that was the last college football game they've come out with, and I'm a big college football guy. But they're coming out with one that and then hopefully in the near future with over 100 college teams, which I'm going to be very excited to play. But I mean, it's just I think it's a better game than Madden. I like that you can like recruit players. I think that that process is fun. Mascot mode is fun. I just like I'm a huge fan of that game. And then right now it's difficult because I don't have my Xbox with me. So I guess with what I have right now, I gotta go Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, to be completely honest. Because that's just the
Come
game I
on.
play the most of. I mean, that's the game I play the most of, I think I feel like I have to go with that one. I mean, I was waiting for years for this, like the remix to come out. And even though it's basically the same game, I mean, it's still fun and still enjoyable. And going online and playing people and trading with people, I like that to do that. So there's my 2 picks.
Okay.
Okay, so one of them is just wrong.
Well, it is kind of an opinionated, question, so I don't know if it is wrong.
It's also
I mean,
just recency bias.
well,
Yeah.
it's also what I have on me, Like,
Yeah.
I don't have anything else really. I don't have other video games on me. I don't think Mario Kart, is as fun for me like this Mario Kart. So,
Okay, hold on though. You like Brilliant Diamond more than you like Smash? Because Smash is by far a better game.
well, I
Agreed.
don't own Smash.
Yeah, but you play a
should.
lot of it.
I played a decent amount, but that's only when I'm hanging out with like you guys. When I'm playing, like if I'm playing on my own, I mean, I got to go with what I have, and then with what I have, I got to go.
That's fair.
I mean, Smash. I would say, yeah, Smash is probably a better game. Like it just, there's more characters. It's fun to play against your friends and stuff. But right now, I got to go Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Just what that's my opinion.
Fair enough, I guess.
All right. So I will settle down on one, but I'm going to list a few games
Oh my
for
god.
each thing.
Here
So
we go.
okay. So for the Prime games, these games, like when I look back at their primes, I'm like, wow, these were the most fun games I've ever played, like in their prime. So number one, like up there, gotta be BO2 in its prime. Like that was the game. Everyone was playing that. Some memories playing Search with the boys, playing Michael Myers like in custom lobbies, just having clan wars and all that stuff, playing zombies. It was the game. Prime GTA also up there. Like that game online, like revolutionary. That was so fun. And then Prime Fortnite, of course, like everyone posting wins their story. That was such a fun time. But if I had to settle on one in its prime, I got to go BO2. Nothing like to me really compares to that. That was so fun. Like that was also like I had just got my Xbox 360 and that was what everyone was playing at the time, and that was the first like game I really got into and spent like all day playing. So in its prime, I'm riding with BO2. And a game, I guess, in its current state, like if we're just keep going on for the rest of my life, I guess I'm gonna have. It's hard, but I'm gonna have to give myself an out here, and I guess I'm gonna have to go with FIFA because they keep making a new one every year.
Oh my god! It's the roster update every
I know.
year.
I'm giving myself an out on that one.
Ugh,
It's a
fuck.
hard one to settle on one, so I'm going with FIFA.
How much money do you think you've spent on FIFA coins?
Honestly, see, the thing is, I haven't spent that much. I would say probably $40 within the past. How many years is it now?
Oh,
Past 10 years.
If it's $40 within a span
Past
of
10 years.
of
It's been
multiple
10 years.
years, like
10
that
years.
is,
It's nothing.
yeah, that is
Yeah.
completely
Yeah,
fine.
I've probably any game I've spent more on. I don't really spend that much on like DLC. I mean, I guess you could say like the BO2 DLC and stuff like the season pass.
That was
and
like
stuff.
legitimate DLC though. That wasn't
Yeah.
just like, oh, I'm buying a player. It's like, no, you're buying maps. There's like
No, yeah, it'd
weapons,
be
and,
like
zombie
DLC.
stuff. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's legit.
That's definitely
but-
like after buying a game. Those would be like the games I'd spend money on after like buying the game for sure.
Yeah. I knew kids in my high school that would spend so much money on FIFA, and it's like, dude, what are you doing? It's like because they're gonna come out with a new game next year, and you're not gonna
Yeah.
have those players. And it's like, oh, I just spent like $400 opening like FIFA packs. It's like, what? Why
fun,
are
the
you
thrill.
doing this?
It's the thrill of getting a good
It's the
player. Like
thrill.
nothing beats that.
It's
okay.
literally, it's a drug addiction. It's an addiction.
No, it is. It is.
It
It is.
really
so
is.
fun, though. Opening packs is so fun. Okay, I'll change mine. It's definitely under 100. I will say that. 40 was a little too.
Oh, now
too
we're
low.
remembering. Okay.
Over the span of 10 years. Over the span of 10 years. I've gotten everyone since 13.
Actually, no, Andres, don't change your opinion. Like,
Madden gets me every year because I'll at least buy the new Madden. I might not, think the game's fantastic and everything, but no, don't change your opinion on that. FIFA, you know what? I never own a FIFA, but you know what? I can totally understand the pack opening side of things.
They're
Like,
so fun.
did you guys ever play like Madden Mobile?
No,
Yes.
You guys never played Madden Mobile.
I never played Madden Mobile.
Oh my gosh, that is wild. Madden Mobile used to be the thing. Like back in like 7th, 8th grade, Madden Mobile at my school was the thing. And like it was be nothing better than playing
It's
against like my
just
friends.
it's hooking kids on gambling addictions.
It-
Like
it's
Well, no,
so
we
it's
would-
fun though.
would
It's
spend-
raking
yeah.
them in.
The only money I would spend on Madden Mobile would be from gift cards like over Christmas, and then like coins I would get like through challenges and stuff. So it's just packing like a good player, especially if you don't spend money, is
love
just
that.
so rewarding.
It's so
It is
sad.
so
Like,
it just
I would
is.
watch, dude. I would watch YouTube videos of like the Sidemen. They all started on FIFA. I would watch all their videos like FIFA 14, 15, like doing pack openings, and it was the best because they have the funniest reaction. I thought it was hilarious at the time, and just like pack opening is so like it's there's such a thrill and rush to it. I absolutely love it. It's never gets old,
Well, yes, there's a thrill and a rush to it because it's literally gambling.
except when you lose
Except when you lose, then
and
it's
you
like
just get
oh.
a terrible player.
When you get like a
duplicated from them,
yeah, when you get like a 70 overall, you're like, ooh,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was tough.
which is mostly my experience.
Which is most of the time, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Have
Andres,
you ever?
God.
oh, go ahead, Jacob.
No, I was just gonna ask if Andres, have you, and if so, how many 99 overall players have you had in your FIFA experience?
My pack luck, like out of all my friends, I can say with ease that I have the worst pack luck. The best player I've packed is like, so at the end of each FIFA, they like inflate the chance of you getting a good player, and I guess it was like a 94 like team of the season player at the end of a game,
Right.
so it's like a Mickey Mouse pack. So I have no pack luck. So I guess in the beginning of a FIFA, that's when like it's hard to get a good player. I'd say a 90 rated Virgil van Dijk is the best player I've packed, which is really bad compared to like what my friends have packed. I struggle with
Wow.
packs. So there's no
Wow.
thrill. I was lying about that. It's pain.
Pain. It's just back and forth now with the packs. It's
Yeah.
it's this such a toxic relationship where it's like if you do well, you love it, but when you don't, you hate it.
Yeah, I truly remember it. I'm
Oh my
remembering now,
God.
reliving it all. But no, Justin, what were
PTSD
you saying?
flashbacks.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you were talking about the hype when Fortnite came out, and it got me thinking about the amount of hype that came out when Pokemon Go dropped for the first time. Like that was an undefeated time. I remember I downloaded the game because I was a fan of Pokemon growing up, and I was like, "This is awesome! Like I can walk around and catch Pokemon." But I was like low key embarrassed because I was like going into my like junior year of high school or sophomore, junior year of high school, and I was like, "Man, like I can't be seen playing like Pokemon Go. People are gonna think I'm a kid or whatever." So then we're going to that on our warm up run, and everyone starts grabbing their phone, and everyone's like, "Yo, make sure you grab your phone so we can go get these steps for these eggs." So like the whole soccer team is running with their phone to like go get these extra steps to catch Pokemon. And, like mid run, like someone would find like I don't know, like some kind of Pokemon in the woods, and then we'd all stop the run to go catch this Pokemon. But like just the amount of hype when Pokemon, like everyone was playing it, and you didn't even need to be a Pokemon fan growing up.
I actually
Yeah,
I have a really funny story about Pokemon Go because so I was actually backpacking with a bunch of my friends back in high school at the time that Pokemon Go came out. So none of us knew that it existed until we got back because we were in like the middle of nowhere, so we didn't get any cell reception. Like we didn't know it was like a thing. And then we get back and everybody's talking about Pokemon Go. We're like, what is happening? Like, why are people just wandering around in my hometown like on their phones? Like, what is going on? So it was so funny because it was like I was only gone like a week, and then I come back and like everything has changed. Like everybody's on their phones, everybody's playing Pokemon. Like some of my friends that have never even touched a video game before are like playing Pokemon Go. I'm like, what is happening? Like, why is this a thing?
That is so funny because I just picture you coming back and being like Steve Rogers after the 70 years, like in Times
Actually-
Square. That was just like,
Yeah, I'm just like looking around, like just like so panicked. Everybody's on their cell phones. It's like, where am I? What is happening?
No, Pokemon Go really held that power. I mean, I remember one of my friends was telling me what he did, like instead of his steps, if he were just be in his house, is he would
like tie his shoe to his fan and then turn on the fan so it would just be spinning around. And I guess before they turned on like the
GPS
like
thing.
well not the GPS thing. It's like the speed monitoring thing. So like if it seems like you're going too fast, like you're in a car, it'll like I guess take away like your whatever steps you have. But he used to do that to get like to hatch his eggs faster.
That's
No, there was.
wild.
I would think of it all the time too. I'd be like, what can I do to get steps? Like, and all the time I was just trying to cheat the system because like I wanted to hatch these eggs as fast as possible, but like didn't really feel like going on a super long walk to do it. I used to get frustrated that I would play soccer. I'd like go play soccer games, run a ton, and then like I would have to go back to my phone and be like, oh, I didn't get any of it because you don't run with your phone. So I don't know, Pokemon Go just had all that power.
Oh my
That
God,
summer
for
was
sure.
so fun. Like I saw this on Twitter. It sums up perfectly. That Pokemon Go summer is the exact opposite of like March 2020 quarantine. Like everyone
Oh
was
my
out,
God.
like congregating at like Washington Square Park in New York City. Like the whole world was like in unison. We were all playing Pokemon Go. I remember I would
is-
always just hop on my bike and just get those steps.
Dude, that
Is that
is
summer
so
16?
unbelievably accurate. Yeah, that was summer 16.
Right?
That was that is so I didn't even think about that because there was the whole thing about how like everybody was showing up at what's the one pier in
Oh,
California?
Santa Monica.
Yes,
Santa Monica,
yeah, the Santa
yeah.
Monica pier. It was just like
Yep.
crowds of people outside just there trying to find like whatever the good Pokemon that were there. Like, oh my God, it's like a perfect mirror.
Summer
Um,
16 though, that's probably the peak of life.
16.
Like music, like just going into high
Dude.
school, just graduating 8th grade,
Oh
like
my
those
God.
were Pokemon Go, like those were the days. Summer 16.
Pokemon
You can't beat Summer 16. You simply
Summer
cannot.
16.
The
Though
music
like
that
summer
came out during
16
summer
was like
16.
election, but
Oh,
Wow.
oh, I forgot about that.
Nah,
Well, that was
we-
that was
that's
after
November, yeah.
that was after summer 16.
Yeah,
Summer
we-
16 is still elite.
Summer 16
yeah, but
was
it was
vibes.
it was mounting.
It was mounting.
It was vibes. I was out there living life.
Oh my God, that was
It's the peak of life right there. Peak of life, Summer 16.
Damn, can't believe I peaked at 14 years old. Can't believe it.
Wow.
That's tough.
In 2016, there was the solar eclipse.
Oh right, there was.
Yeah.
Dang.
There was so much going on that summer.
That was
in
also the
September.
year of Harambe's death. Like 2016 was a loaded year.
That
That
was
was
the
the Harambe year.
flashpoint. That was the flashpoint. That's
Yep.
that's where we started going on the bad
Yep.
timeline. It was
Yep.
after summer 16.
Exactly.
The drop was July 6th. Was the drop of Pokemon Go,
Yeah.
and it was
Yeah.
only up. It was only up from there. Like,
Yeah.
and people have tried to replicate Pokemon Go, and it's like they had Minecraft Earth come out. I don't even think it's on the App Store anymore. I think they took it off. But even if they
Really?
didn't, like, it's not good.
Yeah,
I know
that's
there's
the
been
thing.
some other versions of people trying to replicate what Pokemon Go did, but you just simply can't. There was a Harry Potter one that they tried to replicate too, and like nothing has stuck as well as Pokemon Go. And there's still a ton of people playing Pokemon Go. Not like summer 2016 or like 2017, but just there's still a good group of people out there who will be like, yeah, I'm gonna go on a walk and I'm gonna play Pokemon Go because they didn't release all their Pokédex Pokemon in the beginning. They started with Kanto and they added more and they added more features and whatnot. And it's just been so cool. You guys were talking about Santa Monica Pier, and I remember going to the boardwalk and just like everyone was looking down at their phone and doing the little swirly thing on their screen so they could curve the Pokeball. It was just a great time.
Summer 16, man.
Wild time.
Wow.
The music
What
was
are-
very good in 2016. I can remember that. I don't.
What were some of the albums that came out?
Drake
Oh,
dropped
Lead
off.
Views by Drake, 100% was one of them.
Uzi
Oh,
dropped,
that's where God's plan took over the world.
Oh man.
No, that was
Oh.
2018, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
that was
was
2018.
that?
That's
Oh,
right,
yeah, that
that's
was on
right.
Scorpion. Yeah. That wasn't
Yeah.
on Views.
All right,
That
let's
was-
see.
Oh, so it was
and-
Hotline
also
Bling. It
dropped.
was One Dance.
Yeah, yep. One Dance.
Yeah.
There it is. Yep.
That is crazy.
No, Views did drop in 2016. Yeah, Views dropped in
Yeah,
2016. Lemonade by Beyonce dropped. Rihanna's
The
album
Life of
and
Pablo.
Oh,
Uh,
Life of Pablo came out.
I did. Yeah, Life of Pablo dropped.
Dude.
Trying to think of.
Ooh,
That's
Coloring Book by
wild.
Chance. Also. Oh man, all the
Rihanna,
Uzi albums, like those,
Oh,
like
like
those,
all
the
the Uzi
the
ones.
classics.
The Weekend dropped Starboy.
Yep.
Oh my God, how do I forget about this? Like, there's so many good albums that dropped. That's crazy.
That was a
It was-
crazy year.
And it was like it was everyone's like it was everyone's kind of music in a sense where like everyone could kind of vibe with it in a sense. There's sometimes where like if you just have like the rappers drop albums, like a lot of people won't care about it, or if it's like a country album. But when you have pop albums that are really good, like you get a lot of people
Yeah.
listening.
I think that might have been like the year where the pendulum swung and like rap really became the norm.
Honestly, I think you're right. I think you really are right. Because, like, I do remember kind of growing up, like, some of my friends listened to rap, but, like, it wasn't like rap hip hop. Like, it wasn't super popular yet. But I vividly remember after Summer 16, like, everybody, that's all anybody listened to. And, like, that's really where I think, like, it changed. Like, I guess that would be culturally. Like, everybody just started listening to, like, hip hop rap.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what other. I think Post Malone. Was it? I think
Did he
it's
also drop
Stoney. Stoney. Yeah, he dropped at the end of 2016. Like, that's with White Iverson. What other songs
Oh.
in that?
All right, right here we go. I've got I think I've got a list of the top 100 songs in 2016.
Yes,
So
go for it.
Number 1 is Love Yourself by Justin Bieber. Number 2 is Sorry by Justin Bieber. One Dance 3. 4 is Work by Rihanna. Stressed Out by 21 Pilots. Panda by Designer. Hello by Adele. Don't Let Me Down, Chainsmokers. Can't Stop the Feeling, Justin Timberlake. Closer, Chainsmokers. That's the top 10.
Yeah,
Closer.
Which is
pop
crazy.
songs too. Yeah,
And let me go. I know it's going to sound annoying to maybe the viewers, but let me go to the next 10, and it's just again another great set of songs. So it's "Cheap Thrills" by Sia, "7 Years," "Needed Me" by Rihanna, "My House," "I Took a Pill in Ibiza," "Work From Home," "This Is What You Came For," "Cake by the Ocean," "Me, Myself, and I," and "Ride" by 21 Pilots.
there was a lot of pop that came out too. That was also really good.
And I'm still like looking down this list, and I'm
It's
like,
just heat.
yeah, like Broccoli's number 34. Broccoli's such a catchy song.
That came out 2016.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now,
my-
some of it might be skewed a little bit because I don't know how, like, if these songs didn't come, if they came out at the end of 2016, I don't know if they would have been able to, like, top the list. But just, yeah, Dangerous Woman by Ariana Grande's down at 36, which is low for, like, a song like that.
Oh my God, I Spy was also 2016 with Lil Yachty and
Dude.
Kyle.
That song is, every time that
wow.
song comes on, it is great.
It just makes you happy.
That's just one of those songs that like you could just put on aux and no one will be opposed to it. It's just
Yeah.
like, yeah, you just put it on. It's all right. Like everybody's
Lean On
into it.
hits.
Yeah, Lean On by Major Lazer and DJ Snake is on this list, too.
Oh, I forgot about that song,
Yeah.
dude. What?
See You Again by Wiz Khalifa and Charlie Puth
Oh
came out
my
in 2016.
Stop! You're kidding me.
Yeah, and then Timmy Turner also came out in 2016.
Yeah, Designer. He was like a 2-hit wonder, right?
He was a two-hit wonder.
Wait,
You're
did we
right,
see the Liquid
Panda
Pablo?
and Timmy Turner. I Know What You Did Last Summer also came out by Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello. Came out then. So, and Pop Style by Drake. Wildest Dreams by Taylor Swift.
Oh, Taylor's on there.
Antidote by Travis Scott.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because he also dropped on 2016. He dropped Birds in the Trap. That album
my
slapped.
God.
Goosebumps dropped in that album.
Dude,
Oh my
what
god.
is this?
White
That's
Iverson
gotta be
by
the
Post Malone.
best. Yeah, that's got to be like the best year of like music, like for so long.
Yeah, no,
That's wild.
I'm just like, I'm not even like that big of a music guy, but like I just follow like a lot of mainstream music and I enjoy pretty much anything. But I'm like looking at this list and I'm like, holy, like I almost know every single. It's like random 67 Unsteady by X Ambassadors. Like that song was really big when it came out. I remember listening to that song a ton. It just and like in the Night by The Weeknd, just Starboy, yeah, Starboy. 679 by Fetty Wap.
Oh, Fetty Wap.
Yep,
Oh my
yep.
God. He had a stranglehold on music when he first came out with that. Oh my God. This is
He made the middle school
wild.
anthems. The middle
He
school
did.
anthems.
Oh my God. I remember,
Funny,
dude.
funny.
I remember the clean versions they would try and play at like the middle school dances, and it just never worked
Yep.
ever.
But it was funny. Like when those would go on, I would like it would almost be funnier listening to the bleeped out version because
Oh,
like
yeah.
the awkward pause is just so funny, and everyone who's like singing it just doesn't give a crap. So like
Exactly.
everyone's just cursing away as the song like takes a giant pause.
Yes. Oh, that
But
was
then, like-
always the funniest part.
But then it's funny because like a song like Broccoli doesn't have that many curse words in it, but the messaging of the song is so bad. So you'd play the song and it's all good because like there's no cursing, but you're like, but your messaging of the song should
Yeah.
not be at a middle school dance.
Dude, those are the funniest songs where it's like, yeah, they don't technically swear so we can play it, but it's like if you really like listen to the lyrics, it's like, oh, this is not something we should be playing at a school.
No.
Oh my god.
Man, like this just was going through this list of 2016 songs is absolutely wild. Like,
And going through like talking about 2016 music, I have to plug "Blonde" by Frank Ocean. That is one of my favorite albums of all time.
yeah,
Dude,
Frank
I
Ocean.
forgot Frank Ocean existed until
Yeah,
you
he's
said that.
Yeah, he's been he's so cryptic with like his albums and stuff, but that man does not miss. I love Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
2016, what a time, man.
What a time. Little
Yeah.
did we know. It was only downhill from there.
Exactly, like you said, the flashpoint. Like it literally went like I'm big into rap and all that stuff, like on Instagram and all that, and like the rap community like collectively agrees that 2016 was that year for rap and just music in general.
Yeah, I didn't even realize until you said it because when you said 2016 was big for music, I was like, I'm sure you're right, but like I can't remember like what came out and I just keep looking at the list and I'm like even the songs that are down at like 70 and stuff, I'm like I heard them a lot. Like Can't Feel My Face, Him for the Weekend are at 72 and 73. I heard those songs.
Him for the Weekend is underrated.
Yeah, it's
really
It's
good.
an underrated song.
100%, yeah.
more respect to that song.
Kendrick dropped an album of throwaways in 2016 called Untitled Unmastered, and that album slaps. Like
Okay, hold on.
Kendrick also doesn't miss.
I don't want to cut anyone off, but Watch Me by Silento also came out in 2016.
Oh
No
my
way.
god.
Yes.
Watch Me.
I love
Oh
how
my
all these
God.
songs are like just buried at the bottom of this list.
Oh my
Meanwhile,
God.
they're like if they dropped like any other year besides 2016, they would have been like top of the charts.
I'm
The
starting
middle
to
school
wonder if
anthems.
like this list is including. Oh, okay. It started from December of 2015, but like,
Oh, okay.
oh wait, but
I mean, that's
December.
fair.
No, that's only a month early.
Yeah.
Yeah. So really, yeah, it's
Because
just
those are
20
technically considered like 2016 because it's like after the awards. So it's like anything after
Exactly.
that, it's like considered for 2016.
That's probably why there's no Post Malone Stoney songs. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, there's probably because that was in like December or November 2016. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like after those awards, so it was technically like a 2017.
Right, but looking at the same list for 2017, so same. I'm just using Wikipedia. I used it for the last one.
It's a good source. It is.
So then Post Malone does see its way into the top 10 in 2017 with congratulations.
Congratulations. That's what I was.
love that
Yes,
song.
there
Wow.
it is. I was trying to find the name. Yep.
So
Yes.
top just for more nostalgia purposes, 2017. It's crazy to think we're in 2022. Like I feel like we're in 2020. So like I'm like, oh, that's only
This
five
was
years
Yeah.
ago.
This was like 5-6 years ago.
That's
So
crazy.
number 1, Shape of You.
Oh
Two-
yeah,
That makes
That's
sense.
Despacito.
Wait,
Uh,
how is
Wait,
Despacito
Despacito's not
2?
one. Wait,
No.
what?
Wow.
Yeah, wait.
There's no way.
No,
How?
when Shape of You dropped, it was played everywhere.
No,
But so is
Despacito has
Despacito.
like billions of. Okay, no, I'm looking this
Yeah.
up now.
You
That
can
has-
can switch
that
like
has, like, a
radio
couple-
stations.
Is that one of the
Despacito's on all.
videos
It's
on
the
YouTube?
bill. It's
I'm
the
pretty sure it's the
Billboard.
most viewed. Yeah.
It's Billboard's 2017, but also Justin Bieber and like Daddy Yankee would make way better music video than like Ed Sheeran. So I don't know how they decide, but I think Billboard just like ranks them. So like, take it for what it's worth. 3 is That's What I Like.
Okay,
Four-
wait, pause. We got to pause real quick because
All right,
this
take
has
call a
7
timeout.
timeout because Despacito has 7.7 billion views on YouTube.
Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous.
That's the
how
music video.
How many likes?
Let me check. It has 47 million likes.
Oh my gosh. That's
Wait.
ridiculous.
Despacito. I just looked it up. Despacito's number 2 most viewed. Gangnam Style is not even in the top 10 anymore. It's 11 now. That was like
Seriously?
number 1 for the longest. Number 1, you're never gonna guess. It's terrible.
Is it like
Oh
Baby
my
Shark?
God. It's Baby Shark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. Oh man,
Can't
How
blame
many
it.
views does that have?
10 billion. It says.
What?
That's deserved, bro. Baby Shark's great.
No. Stop.
Ooh.
We're not
know
even
about
doing
that.
this
Justice
bit
for Baby
ironically.
Shark.
We are not doing this
Okay.
bit,
Yeah.
not even ironically.
We're gonna have to have Baby Shark playing at some point. Just letting you guys know.
I'm gonna
Why?
leave. If you
Maybe
do
I'll just like
that.
attach it at the end of the recording.
Yes,
Oh,
please.
no.
So then going back, "Humble" by Kendrick Lamar was 2017.
Oh my god.
Oh, oh yeah.
Is that
Chains-
the damn album? Oh my
Yep,
god.
2017.
Crazy.
Chainsmokers had something just like this and closer. Bad and Bougie came out. Body Like a
Oh
Back
my-
Road.
Bad
Believer,
and Bougie was a
Imagine.
cultural reset.
Yeah, it was. Believer by Imagine Dragons and Congratulations at 10. But then you start to see the fall off a little bit here. Like even like Wild Thoughts by DJ Khaled is number
Yeah.
18, but like that's not as good of a song as most of those in 2016. But I mean the list is still good. Oh no, I Spy was 2017.
Oh,
on
I
this
Spy
list.
was 27.
Okay.
I mean, it was late 2016. I know that, but
Okay,
yeah,
so it's probably after
that's
the
why.
awards.
Yeah, because I remember that album dropped.
Logic dropped
2016.
Logic
Everybody.
dropped the song. Logic dropped 1-800-273-8255 in 2017, which is really, really good. He played that at the. He sung it at. I can't remember what a music.
Might have been the
video.
VMAs, I think.
It might have been. It was really cool how they did it.
Yeah, I used to love Logic. I was like the biggest Logic fan back in the day.
But even looking at 2017, like I think 2016, 2017 was a great duo. 'Cause I'm looking at some of these songs is really good. Rockstar by Post Malone dropped in 2017.
Oh, damn.
Oh yeah. Post Malone also does not miss.
Juju on That Beat dropped in 2017.
Oh.
Bro.
I hate that song.
Goosebumps dropped in 2017.
Well, some of these are 2016, I think, but it was like I guess it just
Yeah,
won
they
awards
made
in
it-
2017.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit And then I think this is the first Khalid song I see with Young, Dumb, and Broke. I think that's what really like started
Yeah, put him
elevating
on the
him.
map, yeah.
Yeah, put him on the map.
Yep.
Oh, Harry
Yeah.
Styles signed at the Times dropped in 2017.
A lot of people really became big like in 2016, 17. Like Uzi, like he was one of the biggest people to
Yeah.
like, blew up the most from like that time. Post Malone also. Oh my goodness. yeah.
Migos
Oh,
too
dude.
during this
Migos,
time.
yeah,
Migos.
Migos, 100%.
Cause I see Slippery on here. Do I see it? T-shirt is on here.
That
What
and Bougie
else?
was just that song.
Bad and Bougie, like I think Andres, you said it was like culturally, it was just like there.
Exactly.
I don't know what even like I don't even think the song's like really that good. It's just something about it. Humble is
culture's
really
strong.
good though. Kendrick
Oh, yeah.
Lamar,
Oh, my God.
Humble is
Yeah.
timeless.
Yeah,
That's why Damn One
Humble
album of
and
the year.
yeah, Humble and DNA can probably get me to run through a brick wall if I wanted to.
Well, it just shows when they're played at every single sports game. Like there's just
Yeah.
certain songs that are always being played like pre-game, and Humble has been on pre-game since 2017.
And rightfully
Yeah.
so. And rightfully
Yeah.
so.
What other songs are on pre-game all the time?
300 Violin Orchestra, right, Jacob?
Yes. Well, you get like Seven Nation Army, you get like Thunderstruck.
Yeah.
Um,
No,
I don't know what
Thunderstruck
else.
is
Thunderstruck
classic.
is-
Yeah. Thunderstruck is like it's the most like generic pregame football song like ever.
Yeah.
Like, they were probably playing that back in like the 80s, and we just have not stopped playing it since.
Yeah.
God.
But yeah, Andres, 300 Violin Orchestra is an absolute banger of a song.
It goes crazy.
It
Bounce
it
Back by
goes
Big
insane.
Sean dropped.
Oh my
Seriously.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot
man.
Big Sean existed.
Yeah.
But
I
Bounce
can-
Back is a timeless song. Every time it comes on,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, that's great.
You woke up in beast mode, huh?
I woke up in beast
mode.
No, like I can easily make like I can rank the years in terms of everything and in music. Like I kind of want to do that. Just rank
Seems like
the
we have a
years
new
of
tier
the,
list then.
of the 2010s.
Interesting.
Fearless Tuesday.
Rank the
Sweet Tuesday, there we
2010s.
go.
What we should do is take a sample of years. If you're seeing this, it's gonna be after we already dropped the tier list, but like you'll understand the context for it.
Yeah.
We should take a collection of years. Let's say like
I think
7,
2010s.
8, like just 2010s, and I'll just pull up the Billboard Top 100. Everyone can take a look at it and rank their years
Yeah,
for
the
music.
years.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
We might have to make our own tier list for that. But that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're seeing this probably on Thursday, like Thursday on the 26th, 27th, something like that, then you're gonna understand what the tier list Tuesday, the inspiration for it.
Oh.
So, you're welcome. Boys, do we have anything else we want to talk about on the pod today?
I don't think so, because I think we banned talking about football for
We
weeks.
did,
so
but
we
I
can't
think
talk
with a
about that.
little bit of
This-
extra time,
This
can
game's
talk
going
about-
absolutely.
Slide
This
it in
game
there.
is
I
really
know
good
the
right
game.
now.
I think collectively we've all just like kind of been looking down at our phones, and the Bengals Titans playoff game has been going absolutely insane in the background.
Yeah.
So I've now
Looking
moved
at
my
my-
mic.
I'm
I'm holding
watching it
my
right
mic
now.
now. I'm
Yeah.
holding my mic now as I look at my TV because I've been like
Oh,
looking
God.
back, and it's been really cool because I mean Ryan Tannehill throws a pick right off the bat, and like essentially it just like put him down 3-0 right off rip. But like the Titans defense has been fantastic. The offense has just been so brutally bad that they can't get anything going. Like the Bengals aren't
Yeah.
playing well or like don't look like a good team at all. They've barely gotten drives besides like the Jamar Chase like 60-yard like screen pass thing and getting a free 3 points off of like that initial Ryan Tannehill pick. It's like, man, the Titans have 2 interceptions on the game and they haven't like done anything on offense. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, I
Well-
mean, it was really cool because actually those Jamar Chase was lined up against Christian Fulton, and they both went to the same high school, and they both went to LSU for college. So it was it was crazy that they're like lining up against each other in this playoff game, and then Jamar just had like a huge
Toasted him.
catch on him.
Oh,
Yeah,
no. Fulton was clapping in Jamar's face after he busted loose for a 60-yard like screen pass, and I was like, "Well, Fulton, what are you doing, man? Like, Jamar's gonna cook you." But I guess like,
Yeah.
Jamar can't be having that good of a game if they only have 16 points put up, and Joe Mixon got the touchdown. So, otherwise, there's only been 2 touchdowns this game. But
I mean,
go ahead.
yeah. No, yeah, I mean that's just it's been a crazy game. I mean, I've had this game going, on on the side for basically the entire time. And the defenses are playing well. The Bengals offensive line is just I don't know if they're just not playing well or just the Titans defensive front is like that because they're getting so much pressure. Joe Burrow's not having that much time to throw in the pocket.
Well, I mean, you got to think about it like in context. Like the 2 quarterbacks that have been sacked the most this year are Ryan Tannehill and Joe Burrow. And
yeah, that's crazy.
and then the Raiders' defensive front is actually pretty good. So those offensive linemen who are already trash for the Bengals have had like 2 weeks of like playing really hard football, and now they're going up against a really well-rested, well-coached defensive front for the Titans. So just like a recipe for disaster. And this is why like the first round bye matters so much. Because I guarantee you, if the Titans had played last week, they might be down right now, or they would have been just like in more of a rhythm. Because I'm wondering if the Titans just have no rhythm going on right now because their offense looks terrible.
Well, we should probably find that out by watching the game. So
yeah.
I think there's our only little bit of obligatory
yeah.
football
Gotta
talk.
slide it in there.
Just had to
Yeah.
sprinkle it.
Oh,
Sprinkle it
also,
in.
you said that Wikipedia was a good source earlier. It doesn't top NFL memes, though.
No,
Just gotta put
Definitely
that
not.
that's our
We love
collective.
NFL memes to sponsor this podcast.
That would be
Deals for
hilarious.
NFL memes. So just reach out if you have, if you know anybody that is associated or works with NFL memes.
Do we have an NFL meme stat of the day? Anyone? Well, we've got like 1 or 2 minutes. That we
I
still
think
wanna record for.
the Jacksonville Jaguars have had more playoff wins than the Dallas Cowboys since 1996.
No way. That's so
Seriously.
funny.
Yes.
Jameis Winston got benched.
No, we're not. Cut that. Delete that.
Okay,
Dump it.
wow.
we're
Yeah,
not,
Guys,
we're
you
not even
barely
going there.
talked the entire podcast, and you
Okay.
did that to me.
Wait,
Oh my
yeah. So
God.
also on top of that, yeah, Raj, you really haven't spoken for like the
Oh
entire
my
podcast.
God.
I said in Discord and in text, "Are you alive?" But there's also like 4 NFL memes accounts. Like there's NFL hate memes, NFL memes _IG,
That's it.
NFL MEMSS, and NFL meme guy. Which one
It's
is
the
it?
underscore one. Is
IG.
is
Yeah.
the-
Okay. Okay, so 1.6 million followers. Okay,
That's
I
the
follow
one.
NFL hate memes. Okay.
No, you got to follow the legit.
You gotta call the
That's the
actual
legit
one.
source. The other ones are not credible sources. But
Here's
NFL
an interesting
underscore.
end of podcast discussion, which is a little funny from NFL memes IG. Matt LaFleur, Kyle Shanahan, and Sean McVay were all on the same Redskins staff in 2013.
Sorry,
That is
football team.
wild.
No, they were on the Redskins
I
staff.
know. I'm playing.
That's crazy.
They're all
You
younger
know
than
what,
Tom
3 and
Brady.
13?
They are all younger than Tom Brady. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, they were also terrible that season. I think.
Yeah,
crazy to
I'm
think
pretty
that
sure they
Sean
went
McVay
3-13.
It's crazy to think that Sean McVay is a tight ends coach,
I
and now
think
he's like
head coach,
one
and
of the
one of the
best.
best in the league.
He arguably might be the best head coach in the league. It's just to think about that is just
It's
absolutely
wild.
insane. Like your specialty is tight ends, but somehow you can manage the entire offense. Like that's impressive.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I think we're gonna wrap up the 4th episode of the
Yeah.
podcast. We hope you enjoyed listening. I think people should be tuned for an extra cycle in the next couple days. I don't know if it's gonna come out before or after this, after you see this, but if so, stay tuned and we'll see you next time.
Peace, boys.
Peace.
Peace.
Go Bengals.